Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. This is it, the grand final of the Melbourne Darts Masters, coming to you from the Hisense Arena here in the incredible city of Melbourne. And now, ladies and gentlemen, for the millions of viewers joining us around the world, it's time to meet the finalists. Would you please welcome from St Helens, England, ladies and gentlemen, the former World Youth Champion, the Shanghai Darts Masters Champion, the Premier League finalist, the Bully Boy, Michael Smith! Gentlemen, here he is, a UK Open and German Darts Masters champion. And now, for your entertainment, one more time, let's get this party started! Snakebite, Peter
So here we go, the final two in Melbourne, and to take you through it, it's hello once again to Glenn Lama and Stuart Pike.
Yeah, the Aussie outline on the side of the head, the kangaroo, the crowd favourite, Peter Wright, beaten finalist here in Melbourne 12 months ago. Can he go one better? Hands up, who expected Michael van Gerwen to be playing Gary Anderson in the Melbourne final. Not a bit of it. Michael Smith and Peter Wright deserved winners. And to be fair, Peter Wright has been sensational over the 3 days here in Melbourne. And Michael Smith bouncing back after his disappointment of losing to a New Zealand qualifier in the first round in Auckland. Just carrying on where he left off after being 9-6 down to beat Rob Cross, and then a convincing win against his big friend Gary Anderson. Peter Wright won in Germany last year in the World Series, trounced Phil Taylor in the final. And the first TV title for Michael Smith came in Shanghai last month when he won the Shanghai Darts Masters, his first World Series event, beating Rob Cross in the final. So here we go, first to 11 to be crowned the new Melbourne Darts Master.
Almost a perfect start there for Peter Wright. Two are very close head-to-heads too, aren't they, Stuart? Smith having the recent advantage over the two.
Yeah, winning both matches in the Premier League this year, Michael Smith against Peter Wright.
And convincingly as well.
Yeah. 95. I agree with Ron Harrington. I think Peter Wright has been consistently good throughout. Michael Smith has to start strongly, start at a real pace and get in front. Normally a good front runner. Normally. Well, I say that, and then point out that in the World Match Play, he was 7-1 up on Dave Chisnall and lost.
Well, their stats are very similar heading into the final as well. They've both had 14 180s in the tournament today. similar number of 100s. Smith 7 more 140s than Wright. He started off very well here.
145. We require 130.
No magical finish to start the match for Michael Smith this time. Double 16. His finishing has been brilliant, it really has throughout this tournament. Checking out at nearly 60% in the semi-final win over Michael van Gerwen.
That's a statistical area which is definitely in this man's favour to this point.
80.
Tight there, as we mentioned, in those head-hits, but the last 2 times they've been on television, Smith has won both of them.
57.
Well, enthusiastic, vociferous crowd in Melbourne over the last 3 days.
130.
Fantastic sporting city, the sporting complex that we have around us here at the Hisense Arena. To the left, the Amy Park, and to the right, the Rod Laver Arena, and the iconic Melbourne cricket ground. Yep, to leave 64. Oh, brilliant, brilliant. Trev 13.
123.
Well, pressure on Michael Smith here.
Game show.
Good start from both players, Stuart.
Michael Smith.
Two competent holes of throw.
$57.
The World Series Roadshow heads to Brisbane next weekend.
94.
A lot of new fans coming to the darts for the first time next weekend. Going to really enjoy themselves.
96.
Very impressed with the way that Michael Smith has responded after his disappointment in New Zealand. So far, though, as far as the scoring concerned, Smith not yet hit the heights.
90.
So double 10 for 2-1. Wow, real opportunity. Can't remember too many occasions where he's missed doubles in one visit, Peter Wright. It was always going to be awkward.
And you require 20.
Would you believe Peter Wright's going to get another crack at the double 10. It's a struggle to win, a hold to Wright in an ugly fashion. It doesn't matter. The 2's on the scoreboard.
84.
So far, Stuart, all holds. First, I get the feeling the first break is going to be critical. Both these players are throwing well. Wright's average has just dropped back to 90, which is basically the lowest it's been in the tournament so far. And Smith's is rising a little bit.
The reason Wright's average has tumbled is those 5 missed darts at double. But he's still won the leg, and that's what matters. They've beaten 11-8 in the final in Melbourne by Phil Taylor 12 months ago.
Great last start there from Smith. Players have done well on their holding, or on their hold so far. Stuart got themselves into winning positions comfortably.
Yeah, good stuff from Michael Smith. So 2 apiece. Last leg before the first break. In the final, the players will take a break after 5, 10 and 15 legs. Ten 140s between them. Yet to see a maximum.
134.
It'll be a significant victory for either player. The world match play champion Gary Anderson, the world champion Rob Cross, the world #1 Michael van Gerwen, all beaten. Yeah, to lead the finish. This was some finish in a final. Oh, it really would.
94. Many require 31.
Well, these are important darts here for Wright. No breaks of throw so far. Double 8 for the finish. Heart's getting a little sweaty now for Peter Wright. Big chance here for Smith to strike a decisive early blow in this final.
1 dart.
53.
Yeah.
Many require
Pulled it low. Peter Wright, who's hardly missed doubles in this tournament so far. He's missed 8 in this match. The double 4 equals 8. And Peter Wright makes it 3-2. First 5 legs all going with throw in the final of the Melbourne Darts Masters. First to 11 to be crowned the champ. We'll be back soon. Welcome back to the Hisense Arena here in Melbourne. It's the final of the second staging of the Melbourne Darts Masters. Peter Wright 12 months ago beaten by Phil Taylor in the inaugural Melbourne final. And here we've seen 5 holes of throw. And Peter Wright, who's been brilliant on the doubles, has missed 8 already in the final, but he's still holding sway. Both looking to win their second World Series title. Wright triumphant in German Darts Masters last year.
Michael to throw first.
And of course, Michael Smith winning in Shanghai last month.
76.
Not quite the accuracy or the scoring that we saw from Michael Smith, certainly in the semi-finals. He powered his way past Gary Anderson with 8 180s. Yet to see a maximum in the final.
You could almost say the same for Peter Wright as well. This final yet to take off in terms of power scoring, Stuart, but it's still been tense and absorbing.
The crowd getting into it for sure here in Melbourne, and they'll be able to celebrate the first maximum of the final. Managing to stay awake to see his hero in final.
116.
Peter Wright here looking for the first break to go 2 legs clear. We went for double 17 to leave tops. Taking this out in this tournament. Lovely rhythm, lovely dance, 3 apiece.
Biggest check out we've had in the final so far. Again, another hole. Really playing well enough against the throw at the moment, not scoring heavily enough to put pressure on.
42.
Just like there's the perfect example of that. We've seen that many times in this match so far.
Well, the last half of the quarter-final against Cross and all the semi-final against Gary Anderson, he was dominant, totally dominant in the scoring stakes.
99.
Just lacking that consistency thus far. Peter Wright's tournament average has been that throughout, just hasn't dipped under 3 figures.
85. Will you require 130? $58.
No harm done, of course. He's going to have more darts. Well clear in this lead, Peter Wright.
95. Video requires 72.
So double 16.
56.
Again, he won't be losing any slip over that one. Smith going to check out again.
Video requires 16. Game shown the 7th leg.
Pushed that leg well, didn't he?
Yes, and on we go. That's 7 breaks of throw. If you are just joining us, we saw something we rarely see in big competition darts in the semi-finals. Michael van Gerwen, the last darts he threw actually in the semi-final defeat against Peter Wright. 150, bull. A real showpiece shot, but it was to no avail.
That's right. That was actually a real credit to Peter Wright, because Van Gerwen was trying to throw Peter Wright off his stride with something unexpected. He achieved it, but Wright didn't bother him in the slightest. 2 darts later, the match was over. Short, wasn't it? This is putting a bit more pressure on Smith this time. Viking clap going again, Stuart.
Win the semi-final against Vancouver with Peter Wright. It's 7 perfect darts. Ended up losing the leg, didn't even get a dart at the double.
58.
But a chance here. A real chance to strike the first big blow of this Melbourne final.
Yeah, those last 3 darts not going to play for Wright at all. Leave himself a check out. And again, he's not sure what to go for here. Go for the bullseye, is he? Yes, he has, and he's nailed it.
127.
Brilliant to leave double 16. Oh, this would be terrific. I think he's a touch unlucky with the second dart. So for the first break of throw of the Melbourne final.
Well, that's quite phenomenal, isn't it? Now, right up until this final, with nailing those every single time.
Well, that's real punishment. Peter Wright will be livid. Michael Smith was so relieved. 12 missed darts from Peter Wright in this final. Throughout this tournament, he's been phenomenal on the finishing, going back to the very first round when he was 6 out of 6 in his demolition of the Aussie qualifier, Mike Bonser. 3 missed darts for 5-3.
And that was at his favourite double 16 too. Let's see how he recovers here. Important he does. Doesn't want to give Smith too much momentum. Smith yet to hit a 180, which is interesting.
100.
Not scoring as heavily as he would like. Both the averages in this match below their tournament averages. There's a lot at stake in this final. Neither of these two players, of course, gets the opportunity to hold a trophy above their heads too often.
They require 156.
They don't want to blow their chances.
Disappointed with last dart. This will be the perfect time to hit your first 180.
60. Really requires 71.
To go ahead again.
It's all wall on the that inside wire, Stuart. Just can't keep creep.
Well, he's had 18 darts at double compared to just 7 for his opponent. That's how much he dominated this final.
But Smith can't get himself into a position to trouble Wright's throw again. So Wright gets out of jail. That's happened 3 times by my count now in this final. Can't get into putting pressure on Wright's throw, Michael Smith.
Yep, can't split them at the moment. He missed doubles from Peter Wright.
57.
That's why Michael Smith is still in it. Look at that. Nearly 3 times as many darts at doubles. Wright to Smith.
96.
But Wright's missed and Smith has hit when it's uttered.
But stat to tell you how good Peter Wright was at checking out earlier on in the tournament. He's still at 50% in the tournament, Stuart, on his checkouts, on his doubles, Peter Wright. Oh, it's good darts.
171.
Can't split them. Looks like 10 legs this final, all won on throw.
60.
Smith in no rush to finish that. They need to finish that leg in a rush, rather.
Around 40. Might require 40. Game shown at
There we have it. Michael Smith is hanging on in there against Peter Wright. Wright's had his chances on more than one occasion to break through, but we can't split them. Remember, it's first to 11 to win in Melbourne, and it's 5 apiece between Peter Wright and Michael Smith. Can't split them. The Melbourne Darts Masters Final of 2018, 5 apiece, all 10 legs, one on throw. Peter Wright, though, with the opportunities to break, to hit the front, hasn't taken them. Michael Smith happy to survive at this stage.
Yeah, nice check out there for Smith, 120. Shanghai on the 20s, back in the 6th leg. Nothing spectacular yet from Peter Wright. Match the earlier games that he succeeded in. Let's see if this trend continues, Stuart.
One of their more recent clashes was actually here in Melbourne 12 months ago in the quarterfinals, and that went all the way to a deciding leg.
95.
Peter Wright winning 10-9. I wonder if we're going the distance in the final. First to 11, of course.
100. $136. 96.
Of course, we move to Brisbane next weekend for the very first Brisbane Darts Masters. Looking forward to that. The BCEC on the South Bank in Brisbane. Ticket sales going really well, but there are still some available. Next Friday, Saturday and Sunday in Brisbane.
134.
Maybe a little pressure on the right throw here. Let's see. Needs that treble now.
Doesn't get it, so the door is ajar here. A bit wider for Smith. Right, we'll get the opportunity to check out first.
97.
It's a big check out.
Where do you require 130?
Of course, needs the treble. So the first real chance in this final
55.
for Michael Smith to break the Peter Wright throw.
74.
Peter Wright's had several opportunities and not taken them. Oh, he's bust the score. He went for the double 10, of course, hit the double 15.
Just a touch low, can you believe that? Oh, that's a big blow there for Smith. And Wright might get out of jail yet. Double 12 for the finish. Yes, he has. Oh, that was good from Wright. Not so great from Smith. But Wright's expression said it all, didn't it?
Around 40.
That might just fire Michael Smith up. The 5 Peter Wright's up. Still to see a 180 from Michael Smith.
Well, from 4 brilliant darts to 2 that weren't for Wright.
96.
Wright, courtesy of that 180 to start the leg, has given himself an opportunity. If he can bang in another treble, which he has, it's good dance. Banana skin leg this one, do you think, Stu?
Well, great response from Michael Smith. Is this the moment we see the first break of throw in the final? One dart. Another chance gone.
Get this favourite. Double 16.
Oh, brilliant response from Michael Smith, and on we go.
13th leg, Peter the throw first. Game on.
Knockout blow not there from either player, is it?
No, that's the third leg that Peter Wright's had darts to break Michael Smith's throw and not taking the chance. Very rare you get games of this distance that have gone on this long without a break of throw.
60.
Can they keep this going? That's the issue. There's the pressure. To tell during the stretch of this match.
They're by far outscoring Michael Smith. 33 scores of 100 or more for Peter Wright, just 21 for Michael Smith. But he's still level because his finishing has been terrific. 55%.
60.
Peter Wright, 6 out of 21.
100. Peter require 100.
Smith still has the highest checkout in this tournament so far, 120. Can't finish.
95. Peter required 40.
Maybe that's where the future lies for Peter Wright, because double 16 and double 8, which have been so profitable for him during this tournament, have let him down badly in the final. Maybe tops is the way to go. 13 consecutive legs now, one on throw.
Surely we're going to get a break, Stuart. Surely. Might not now. That would be incredible if we went the distance.
96.
No breaks. Of course, a break either way now. And the match significantly shifts, doesn't it?
Yeah, it may well be that the way that we are going, that just one break of throw could win it.
That's exactly it.
Well, they've taken him 14 legs. Finally a maximum for Michael Smith.
Oh, gee, that dart there, not in the game plan whatsoever.
Peter require 130.
Now, Peter Wright. For a big, big blow here in this final for Michael Smith's hopes of winning.
Double 5. Is that the big blow? Is that the significant moment? Is that the game changer?
Now, how will Smith respond to that? Oh, This is great stuff from Peter Wright. Brilliant. 14 legs it took to get a break. Smith is not done.
14 legs it took for Michael Smith to get a 180. So we've got 2 in 2.
Yeah, that's the other one, isn't it? 14th leg, Stuart. He got the his first maximum. He lost his throw. It's ironic.
We've now got a chance of getting the break back. That's unlucky.
That is 60 on the floor.
Can hit the point
Yeah.
of the first dart. Big visit needed. Perfect. That'll do. He's left 101 after 9. This is a really good response from Michael Smith before the third and final break of the final.
55. Michael will require 101. Peter require 100.
He set up a double 20 finishing, but it is a gamble. Does leave the door open for Wright, but he's nowhere near it.
So having lost his throw and lost the advantage,
24. Michael require 40.
to hit straight back.
Game shot of 15.
Brilliant response, 14 darter from Michael Smith, and it's game on again in our Melbourne final. It's all to play for. The business end. Who's got the bottle? Who can carry it through? First to 11 to be crowned the champion Melbourne. Peter Wright leads 8-7. So here we go, the finale of the Melbourne Darts Masters 2018. Who will follow Phil Taylor into the record books? It took until leg 14 to get a break of throw, but after Peter Wright took that leg, Mike Smith heading straight back, so we are back on track. But effectively, of course, with Peter Wright winning the throw in the practice room, Michael Smith has got to find another break of throw from somewhere. This year's Shanghai Darts Masters champion against Peter Wright, last year's German Darts Masters champion.
Yes, the match is on the edge of a credit card still, isn't it? Which way is that car going to tumble?
Game on. 58.
Yes, he has to find another break.
Could be significant.
It's his fourth 180 of the match, Peter Wright. That's very good darts there from Smith. It's exactly what he was looking for. Good response.
Will surely switch. Yeah, good dart into the ball. Put some pressure on.
Can't get the 170 check out. That is the highest check out of the tournament here in Melbourne. Secured by Simon Whitlock in the quarter-final. Loss to Michael Van Gerwen.
Yes. Now then, treble 13 to lead double 16. For a magnificent finish. Colt Darter, he took out 130 to break Michael Smith in the 14th flag, and he's just crashed in a 1-3-1.
That eclipses his highest kick out of this match by 1 point. Not bad from Wright. Perfect time to do it.
100.
Getting close to match point now, Stuart, for Peter Wright.
2 legs away. Well,
100.
our resident World Series anorak, Richard Ashdown, has been doing his research as usual. We've had 4 World Series finals going to last leg deciders. Peter Wright trying to make sure there isn't a 5th, because in 2 of those finals he was on the receiving end, lost to Taylor in a deciding leg in Japan 3 years ago, and then the World Series final itself had chances and match darts to beat Michael van Gerwen in Glasgow and lost, and that was also in 2015. But at the moment,
100.
it's Wright's lose, you feel. With perfect timing.
Exactly what I was about to say. 61, one of the great checkouts. An offer here from Peter Wright. Not going to be able to do it.
Well, Michael Smith going away. He's hanging on in there. And 121 will get him back into this final in dramatic fashion.
97. Radio requires 71.
Well, really good last dart. Will it be significant for Michael Smith? This is to go within 1 leg of victory. You're going to have 1 dart. 1 dart. And 1 dart is all he needs, and it's 10-7. And Peter Wright on the verge of victory in Melbourne.
Come back there from Smith. Now we get alive in this match. Is it all too little too late for Smith?
Well, he won 4 straight legs to beat Rob Cross in the quarterfinals from 9-6 down.
96.
He needs to find something similar, something better, you would suggest, here in the final. But if Peter Wright does go on to win this, 2 magnificent check-ups of 130 and 131 to break through. And the difference. Oh, unlucky. Again, hit the tip, the point of the first dart, but he's still down to 105 after 9. Well, he knows he can do it. He knows he can come back and win.
Michael require 105.
Double 16. That's a brilliant 12 dart leg this time from Michael Smith.
Well, that's the best leg he's had, Stuart, in the match. 12 darter. Now it's all on Peter Wright's darts, and that is not a fabulous start. Smith, can he carry on from the last leg? Oh! Oh! Second leg in a row. Smith has started with a 180.
34.
But he still has the advantage. He's pushing Peter Wright all the way.
Very important last start here for Smith.
What a response when you're throwing to win the title.
He started this leg with 41, Peter Wright, and now that has enabled him 3 darts away from victory.
And another. So Michael Smith, you feel, is going to have to take out 124 to stay in the match. So it's not to be. And Peter Wright steps up to throw for the title. It's all right on the mat in Melbourne as Peter Wright is crowned the champion. A brilliant performance from Snakebite to win his second World Series title. He was in Germany last year, and no one can deny that Peter Wright deserves a crown here in Melbourne in 2018. He's been superb throughout. He's beaten Van Barneveld. He's beaten Rob Cross. He's beaten Michael Van Gerwen. He has been exceptional. The final is won by Peter Wright. 11-8. Who beat Rob Cross, but he couldn't find the comeback to beat Peter Wright. Two brilliant breaks of throw to take out 130 and 131, and they were the difference. 5-1-8s each, but a quality final for two quality players. But the man who stands atop in Melbourne in 2018 is Peter Snakebite Wright.
Well, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. You deserved a magnificent final, and you got one. And now it's time for our presentation. Please welcome on behalf of News Corps, Nicole Matthews and Mark Eldey. Ladies and gentlemen, your runner-up, receiving his trophy, it's the bully boy, Michael Smith! Now, ladies and gentlemen, the moment we've all been waiting for, as he received his magnificent trophy. And ladies and gentlemen, his second World Series title, as we crown him the Melbourne Darts Masters Champion 2018, Snakebite Peter Wright!
Now, Wright, runner-up here last year to Phil Taylor, but one better tonight.
Yeah, I think I had a little bit of luck on my side. So, you know. So.
Mate, we appreciate that, supporting Jared Lyle there. But, you know, against Van Gerwen, you really took it to him tonight.
Yeah, obviously, you know, when you play Mike, you just got to throw the kitchen sink, everything at him. Me and Mike tonight, it's like we were both waiting for each other to go, and it's like, go on then, you go and I'll follow you. And it's like, I didn't, and nor did he. It's like, sorry guys, sorry.
Now, Michael, he was awesome tonight. He just sort of hung in there with you, but you kept your cool all the way through.
Yeah. Michael was awesome against Gary. You know, you need to be against, you know, Gary is just, you know, it's awesome, you know. Come here, Mike.
Come on, Michael. Jump over.
Thank you. Yeah, it was awesome. wasn't against Gary, and you know you have to be. You know, it's just like we was both waiting for each other to fly out in the final.
Same against Michael, then it was just both of us, just everyone of us just kicking. And me being played, I don't know how many times he's never been. He's never been so poorly, but fair play, and congratulations to him as well.
Mate, you must be pretty pleased with that. You know, he was a formidable opponent tonight, but your own form.
Yeah, I kind of kicked in, and it wasn't too late, but it was in the end. But if I would have started the way we was both finishing right towards the end, it would have been a lot better game and a lot better for these people to see. But end of the day, it was a final. Me and Pete played, Peter won. Fair play to him.
Now, mate, the Aussies love that. Joe's done a great job this week, hey?
Yeah, yes, she's done an amazing job. It's not your first World Series, really. I was going to say, but that's like, you know, he's done fantastic. He's become a man in darts, and he's proved it in the Premier League. He's kicked my backside all over the place. I was glad to win 3 legs earlier on at a break against him, because he's a phenomenal player. You know, he's going to take over the world when retired. You know, he's going to be awesome. We just got to sort his hair out.
Melbourne, 2018 Melbourne Masters champion, Peter Wright.
Yeah, good final and good camaraderie between the two of them, and Peter Wright, as he does when he comes up on stage every single time, doing a bit of